Yep. All right, Shalom. All right. We are the Hebrew Israelites that come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon. All right. And first off and foremost, we all want to say, Call Elohim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. But honor be unto the elder apostles, the great millstone, that do wrote and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. All right. So Yahweh Ba'ashem bless us once again to come out here and prophesy against this wicked ass kingdom. All right, but people out here don't know that we're living in the last days of the last days. Okay, and Esau is putting in, the last nails in the coffin. All right, towards his new world order. All right.
This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Right, Esau knows that he had but a short time. All right, and as soon as Yahweh Shai set us up, starting off with our business, and down to the apostles and the elders. All right, as soon as Esau, says this upon the stars, he knew that he had a short time. All right, as soon as prophets have been raised up, he knows that he got a short time because we are the unicorn, the YouTube and whatnot, the internet, and prophesying against his new world order. All right.
Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Right, it says woe. All right. And that word woe means what? Destruction. All right. Woe to the inhabitants. You people out here, man, because people out here are what? Are asleep. All right. They're in gross darkness. All right.
Can I say something spiritual? Because behind the camera, you have a lot of people that are walking around, wearing their ritual, wearing the requirements. And you know what that proves in the spirit? People are walking around in non-crowded areas with this sense of fear. What's that proof? Judgment's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in your car, in your home, in the streets, when you walk down, when you're by yourself. So these people walking out here just randomly in the street, so-called protected, that's because judgment's going to be everywhere. So that's beautiful to see.
That's right. That's right.
We got to look at it on a positive level and not be annoyed with the gross darkness that was prophesied to be on them. Because at first you kind of get annoyed with the simplicity, the idiocracy, the way people carry themselves. But really, we need to flip that. We need to turn that frown upside down. So call all Yahweh Shai that people are walking around with fucking muzzles on. And just, what I mean?
Right.
Driving around with the windows up by yourself. That's because judgment is on you, man.
Right.
It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Right, having great wrath, because Esau knows, he knows that his kingdom is coming to a great end. All right.
Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Right, a very short time. All right. This devil knows that his society is about to crumble. All right. What's that account about the government? The government shutdown.
Recently?
Yeah. He knows that it's time for a new reset. All right. He's trying to squeeze in his NWO as fast as he can. He got more mandates. He got what's called. He got
executive orders.
Not that a digital passport. All right. That coincides with that charagma. All right. So soon people are not going to be able to use cash.
It coincides with digital currency.
Why digital currency, blockchain, cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Funded by the higher ups.
Yep.
It ain't just some guy on Crenshaw Boulevard.
Right.
It's funded by those that have been funding the agenda since the conception.
Right, and really it's all about control. Because over there in China, they just banned the cryptocurrency. They don't want nothing to do with that. Why? Because people are using that as a means of escaping the FRN notes, escaping their democracy, their government way of doing bartering, buying and selling. Okay, so really it's all about control, man. Because with this old passport thing, with the shutdown, and they're supposed to run out of money on the 18th. What is that going to do? Collapse the economy so they can bring in their new form of currency.
Right.
That's right.
Yep.
God, this is Revelation 20 and 3, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till another 1,000 years to be fulfilled, and after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Right. And guess what? We're in that little season right now, man. All right. This dog has been loose to run rampant. All right. Esau is a fucking dog, man. All right. And everything he's doing is trying to deceive you. All right. Well, actually, we're not deceived, but guess what? You people are. You know. That's why you got chin straps on and whatnot. That's why you're taking that bite, that sauce. All right. And him deceiving you, it's all a big enchantment. All right, it's a great illusion. All right.
A quick one going into about him being in a season,
Yeah.
and I got Job too. Being temporal.
Yeah.
This is because right now we're in the season. We're in the furnace of affliction. You know what I mean? So this season is about to come to an end. Ending season injury.
Right.
This is Luke 4:13. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season.
Yep.
So, back then, now this was a specific account when Yahushua had done. But if you look at it spiritually, like the Roman, the pagan, that was a season, then they departed. And then they came back for another season, but they're about to depart again, but ultimately for eternity.
That's right.
The show about to get canceled.
There's a show, the show's over. So he's got 3 seasons. He was the Greeks, but if you will, the pagan Roman Empire, the Renaissance, the European, and then ultimately his enslavement in our kingdom.
That's right.
And that will be the ultimate of his season finale.
Right.
And
that proves that Yahweh Shai is a God of balance. Okay, because he gave everybody a chance. But guess what? We're gonna get that last chance, and that chance will be eternal.
If you're walking around as an Edomite in 2021, there's got to be a piece of you that feels like a piece of shit. There's so much coming out. There's so much me movements, this going on. Everything, people are uproaring against your philosophies, against your agendas. You have to feel like a piece of shit. Like the Trump supporters. Remember, they were like, we're tired of feeling this way. But that's the Lord pouring out who you really are, the base man. And sometimes it's almost surreal, what we live in, but this is actually reality.
Right.
But reality fully won't come to fruition to our kingdom, because reality is he's supposed to be under us. Reality is the elder shall serve the younger.
That's right.
Reality is we're everlasting kingdom and priesthood.
That's right.
That's the reality.
And guess what? And the ultimate reason why people are going against the system is because the prophets. All right, so starting off with the apostles and elders. All right, Esau's been made bare, and the whole frequency of this known world is changing. All right.
Real quick, Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of all? Since man was placed upon earth. So since man, the creature that was created by the Creator, placed him on earth, this is the lot, okay? That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and we've seen that going back to when Adam and Eve, Cain, right? Days of Noah, Lot, all the way trickled down. His triumphing has been short. So someone could say, well, Esau was back when Jacob, but he wasn't triumphing like that. It wasn't until the King David's empire that he broke the chains.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
After that.
A little after.
So King David and a succession of kings had them in slavery.
Exactly.
They kind of broke off from us.
See?
And because one of the kings was being wicked. So what's the judgment for that? The Lord using the nations as a witness stick.
Yep. The sword.
He saw the sword. That's right.
He's the wicked. So So really, the triumphing that he's had, ultimately is now in the virgin daughter Babylon, but that is short. What 500 years?
Yeah. Yep.
So that really is short. You know what I mean?
That's nothing.
Yeah. When you think about it, think about the conception of things, the 1500s till now. History alone has changed so much within 100 years. You're not speaking the right English. You don't even know who the real Jews are, because over time things change, but not for correction.
That's right.
For lies. Finishing off real quick, Job 20:5, it says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right, but for a moment. All right, right now, this is that little season. All right, Esau has been released, to deceive. All right, but guess what? After Yahweh Shai is done, letting him do this, that's it, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shai determines who rules and who doesn't. All right, real quick. You got a preset, bro?
I was actually just going to get one. You want something?
Yeah, give me what's that? Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians. He that who let Bob Shaw.
Can I get one verse before that, Daniel?
Yeah, yeah.
This is Daniel's 4:17.
Ooh.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
And who was that? Esau, Edom. All right, the whole nation of Edom is a very base nation. All right, just look at America, man. You got concrete everywhere. You got unrighteous decrees being pushed out, man. Everything here is so primal and primitive. All right, but people here are satisfied with the ways of Esau. All right.
Can I say something? It's even worse than primitive, because primitive beasts are conducive with nature. You don't see gorillas that are primates, destroying the ecosystem. So he's lower than a primitive being. All right, he's lower than that. You see, because what he's constructed as for intelligence and society is not conducive with what you call Mother Earth. The Earth is fighting against his roads. The birds fight against his towers and his satellites and his 5Gs. You know what I mean? Orangutans fighting against bulldozers and excavators. Whales changing their migration course, all because you want to overeat and get blubber.
Right.
You're changing natural patterns of society for your evolution. This place is a devolve, man. Monkeys are over you people. Dogs have more class and manners. These humans are garbage, man. They're garbage.
Right. But guess what? And that's why people here, they're under that vibration of who? Esau, Edom, the elites, man. All right, as the king, so is the people, man. Everybody here is fucking trash, man.
Yeah, here it is. This place is a fucking landfill, and I got a fucking second guess dropping this piece of wrapper on the ground when we're fucking standing on litter.
Right.
Yeah, the water, even better. We're standing on blood and bones, but I'm considering, oh shit, let me pick up this Pepsi stick wrapper. You people are pieces of shit, man. Man, the Lord really hasn't fully opened us to the abomination of this place.
It's testable.
Yeah, man. Because once we really realize how disgusting what we're involved in, oh man, we're gonna lose it on this guy, man.
Well, look at their president, man. Look at their leader of the free world. All right, what a fucking joke, man.
Hey, free world.
Right.
But you ain't got freedom of speech unless you're being a demon. You see, if you can't say the F word, right? But you can walk around and be one, but I can't say it. So where's the freedom of speech? Where's the freedom of so-called religion?
Where's my body, my choice at?
Right.
You got all these bitches, because that's what they are. They're shameless women. They want to talk about my body, my choice, because they want to have free roam to sit on every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But when we say my body, my choice, no.
You're a domestic terrorist. And that's why, brothers, hey, if you want to hear somebody rebuke the women, watch Bill Burr. Bill Burr goes fucking ham. He shits on women. But it's reality. It's not like he's making it up. The brothers say is correct.
Right, they're fucking demons.
They're demons, man.
But if you want to say my body, my choice, they'll call you an what?
Toxic masculinity.
Bullshit. Right? The place is fucking evil.
Yeah. It's a hypocrite. It's evil.
It's upside down.
Yeah.
Got it, bro.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
That's talking about us, becoming Gentiles, all right, by way of the Greeks, all right. Because right now, we're living in the Book of Acts all over again, all right.
Well, ultimately 70 AD.
Right.
Even now.
Yeah. Because it was being out of us. Yeah. We had it. That's why they called us Hebrews. That means Hebrews.
Yeah.
That's right. And then in the New Testament, that's why it says, Jew nor Greek. All right. But the Greeks were who? Israelites.
Yeah. And on top of that, ask yourself, why did the early settlers not allow us to read the Bible? Because when did early settlers come here? After 1492 was what? 1619? But what happened in 1611? A so-called black man had 72 scholars translate the Bible. So you don't think Esau, when he was coming over here, he knew that Negroes wrote this book? So he came over here and said, no, it's mine, and you can't read it. But he knew this was us. Back then he knew it.
He knew what the power was, because in the so-called medieval times, the power was in the church. Okay, so he begins to plan himself and get his way to become the pope, the priest, the bishop, because that's where the power was at. And then when he got into power, he wanted to separate church from the government.
Man. Hey, can I read a quick one for you, brother, since you said that?
Yep.
It says, this is Sirach 12 and 12. I should start at 10, but we're all familiar. Never trust thy enemy. But okay. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Right.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Right, so saying what? Eventually you're going to see the devil's horns.
Exactly.
And now we're seeing it. You know, look how he got you people. Basically telling you to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
You know, that's why you're walking around with a mask on.
Yep.
You can't say nothing. You cannot speak out against this man's system.
Nope.
He'll kill you.
Yep. And it reads, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Here's the point. Going in, he said he set himself up as bishops and popes, kings and rulers. Even in the world, before I knew the truth, there was a story that said the true royal people of England are black and peasants. Now they're peasants, so they know that the real royalty goes back, to us. And it says, set him not by thee, lest when this proves we can't be unified. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yep.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
And that's what he did. Like Esau, what's that time period? The Renaissance, man. Through iconoclasm, through whitewashing, or I'm calling Edomite washing. This dude has turned everything so-called white, man. All right, the popes, the bishops. All right, Yahweh Shai, the Most High. Esau has a God complex, man.
Blasphemy.
Right, blasphemy. Ultimately,
he changed English.
Yeah.
He changed the modern language you speak of what you know as English to his term.
Man.
Okay?
Damn.
So when you walk around talking about speak English in America, motherfucker, what English?
Right.
Old, middle, or modern? But you didn't come up with it. The Anglo-Saxons. What's Anglo-Saxon?
Angelic sons of Isaac. Which that ain't you.
Right.
You're Esau who was rejected.
Right. You were in the caves during the time period of the Anglo-Saxons.
Yep.
During the Knights Templar. That's not your history.
During the Vikings.
That's why they came out with the movie with Martin Lawrence, The Black Knight.
Yep.
That's why he kept calling him a Moor. We came up with chess. All you are is copycats, thieves, and robbers.
I forget what movie it was, but it's like a mob movie. Anyway, the guy was telling him that he was an eggplant. He told him that the Moors took over Italy. And the Moors, the word Moor just means black.
Yeah.
So the word Moor is always synonymous with Negro. And we know from reading the Combat Bible Dictionary that the Hamites, the Canaanites, the Egyptians, the Puttites, the Ethiopians, they're not ever called Negroes. They're called Hamites.
Right.
But who's always called Negroes? The Jews. So the Moors are Jews, man. So when he called them, they kept calling him a Moor, really he was calling him a Jew.
Yep. Wow, that's fire. And that reminds me of in 1861 1861, Esau called himself white, and I believe in 1862 he identified Gad as Negro.
Yep.
So even Gad was identified as a Negro, as a Jew, because we come from what? The waters of Judah.
And before that, they call us Ethiops, which they got that from the Ethiopians, which means burnt face.
Oh wow.
But then it changed to Moor, then it changed to Negro, then it changed to Moreno, then it changed to black to nigger. You see?
Moreno reminds me of Marino.
Yep.
Dan Marino.
Yep, Dan Marino.
You want that?
Yeah, with John 10, Bobby Shaw.
This is John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Right, to steal, to kill, and to destroy, man. This dude has stole our identity. All right, he has constantly killing us, and fucking ultimately he want to destroy the whole nation of Israel as a people, man. The crafty council, you know, he wants his birthright back, but guess what? He's not gonna get it back. All right,
it was never set up for you to get it back.
Right.
There's no way in hell that you could ever get it back.
Right.
Prophecy.
No way you can get it back. Nothing you can do.
There ain't no prophecy that says, well, maybe if Esau,
Right.
There ain't no prophecy.
He can't repent. Come on, man.
Actually, we got the loophole. It says if all Israel turn and face the east,
Yep.
the Most High said, we
That's
got
right.
the loophole. You don't have any loopholes.
Yep.
Right. And the Most High don't lie. You know.
So just one more. It says, this Yahushai, I am come that they might have life,
Yep.
and that they might have it more abundantly.
And that's the elect. All right. That's the whole. Listen, the house of David, man. Because nobody out here is pushing Yahushai but the house of David.
Right.
All right. People out here have a huge conception that Yahushai is a so-called white man.
Right.
But guess what? We are pushing the true doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Hey, fuck you niggas.
That's right,
all
man.
you is captain this, general that.
Yeah,
Fuck,
fuck
you
you
niggas,
niggas, man.
What about Yahweh Shai,
Right.
the captain of our salvation?
That's right.
He's the real captain.
That's right.
I know you got a precept. Hold up, Bobby. We're gonna get back to this, Bobby Shaw. We get Romans 10 and 15 because nobody out here is pushing the whole 100% the whole 100% truth except GMS.
Right,
All
then
right.
you niggas, you always say that C word, man. You don't
Oh.
ever call him Hamashiach,
Yeah,
bro.
or Yahweh Shai. All right, man. Judgment's gonna be
That's
given
right,
to the
man.
house of Israel, man.
That's right, because these niggas out here they don't push glad tidings and peace unto Israel, man. All right, unto the elect.
They put you back in slavery.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
like imagine you coming out of the world and you going in the eyes you became. It's the spirit why the Lord delivered brothers from those.
That's
niggas.
right, man.
Think about how you be in the mind. You be fucked up.
Fucked
Yeah,
up,
man.
carnal. You go on a rogue mission, bro. They would make you think that you got to be like Ehud again, Nat Turner, you know.
They put stumbling blocks in your life.
Right.
They also push a carnal vibration that keep the laws and overtake Esau yourself.
Man.
They if you watch their videos, they push that just keep the laws, but we can overcome Esau if we come together.
Yeah, right.
That's not true.
And that's the point. Why did Yahushua rebuke Peter? You know, listen. Yahushua brought peace and spirituality. All right, Yahushua is the evolution of the Old Testament.
Right, 'cause
All right,
it's spiritual,
right,
man.
the cornerstone, right.
The battle is spiritual. Okay,
Mhm.
first we got to overcome it spiritually. Then what? Then we're gonna overcome it physically.
That's right.
It says first I shall send for many fishers, then they will become hunters.
That's right. Exactly.
Hey, two precepts come to mind, which through the Spirit you sent us in the chat we were looking for.
Oh, yeah,
First
yeah.
Maccabees
Yep.
2 and 48. They took the law back from the Gentiles, but then now we took it back. Now we're waiting for Yahushai. Then the saints shall take the kingdom.
That's right.
So it's all spiritual. We were just supposed to take this back spiritually. Now waiting with it, and then the kingdom.
That's right.
Well, look at what us taking this back. Look how it's affecting the world.
Yeah.
You got fucking Charlemagne the God lighting Palo Santos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So what we're doing is
Oh,
actually
yeah,
this
that's
word
right.
is changing the world.
That's
So-
right.
And we're speaking life. We're speaking prosperity. We're speaking the downfall of our enemies.
Yep.
We're taking that back too.
That's right.
We're taking everything back.
We're taking victory back.
That's right.
You know, I was meditating on it. One thing we have to overcome in Babylon is mortality, because this world pushes mortal, but we're becoming immortal. So I was meditating on that. You have to understand that you get vexed in the spirit because you're dealing with mere mortal men. Now, yes, Israel is going to be eternal, but right now they're in a mortal mindset. Okay, they haven't been opened. So we come out and we battle mortal thoughts with immortality.
That's right.
All right, always rebuke mortal thoughts.
That's right.
All right. Yep. This is Romans 10 and 15, and it reads, "And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace
That's right.
and bring glad tidings of good things. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, Lord, who has believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard?
Yep.
Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world."
Right, and who's doing that? All right, the hopeful elect, man. Now, of course, you have different camps out here, but they're not preaching, the true gospel. All right, they have 90% truth. All right, these niggas out here, excuse my language, but they're beating around the bush. All right, they're not being real with their people.
Yeah.
So like, and that's why we come out here, to be fishers of men. All right, and bring the elect in. All right, but these guys out here, they have a huge misconception of the gospel.
Hey, well, if I like to say, like, hey, we're young men, but this is the thing. You have all these young men out here, but there's only a select men that have been doing this. So it's like one way or another, you have to reverence men that have been the forerunners through the Spirit.
Well, you do that in basketball.
Right.
You fucking give reverence to Michael Jordan.
But then these new niggas come out and he's pop locking, dropping, doing a music video at camp. You know what I mean? Who's your fucking elders, man?
This nigga had a Kobe jersey on that camp.
With fringes.
What are you doing?
With fringes.
Jake need to be beat.
They need to be fucking beat, man. And that's the problem with the rest of Jake. They don't want to see Jake get beat. But you have no problem beating a little badass kid. Well, some of these adults need their big grown badass beat.
Yeah, man.
Y'all here like fucking beasts, man.
That's right.
Running wild. But then when a cop beats the shit out of some piece of shit nigga, we're supposed to storm the streets?
Right.
Fuck him, man.
Right, man.
These people are pieces of shit.
That's judgment.
They'll rob you, steal you, take your woman, take your life. They're pieces of shit, man.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord's about to bring order to this world, man. Not to America. Fuck America.
That's right.
The Lord ain't dealing with this blasphemous, abominable, detestable land.
That's right. And that's why it's bound to be destroyed, man. All right. This place is destined for destruction, man. Thus said the Holy Bible.
Second Thessalonians 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah, man. Who's that man of sin? Esau, Edom. All right. That man of sin has been revealed. All right.
That's not Jake.
Right.
What'd that dude say? Didn't he say the man of sin was Jake?
Yeah.
One body.
Oh my gosh. It said the man of sin.
That's Esau.
That's Esau.
Cain.
That's the same guy that got loosed in Little Caesar. That's the same guy that's coming down with great wrath. The same guy that got your ass wearing a mask. Man.
Right. And then top of that said what? The son of perdition. All right. The sons of the wicked. All right. That's not talking about Yahweh. It's talking about Esau, Joshua. Come on, man.
Wasted.
Right.
What they say when you die on Grand Theft Auto?
Wasted. And guess what? Every time it says wasted, it's in red.
It says, who opposeth and exalted himself all that is called a power or that is worship, so that he as a power sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is a God.
Yep, and that's what he does. All right, Esau is the god of this world, but guess what? It says, what's that Psalm 96 verse 4? It says the gods of the nations are what? Are idols. And they reverence and serve Esau, man. All right, they worship Esau. You had out there in East India, you had an Elamite, a heathen. He had a whole shrine of DJ Trump. All right, this dude is a god to these people out here.
It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what would hold it, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Right. Sorry, keep going.
Hey, in the NLT, for that verse 7, it says, for this lawlessness is already at work secretly.
Oh, man.
By who? The Romans.
That's right.
Who's Paul talking about? The Romans.
Yeah.
All right, the wicked Caesars, the pagan Roman Empire.
Yeah.
It says secretly too.
Yeah.
And Esau is a master of doing things behind the curtain, in dark, man. The Wizard of Oz.
Right. Behind the curtain is fucking folks.
Yeah.
Weak, frail ass demon.
Yeah.
Right.
But she's probably just some fucking Tuesday night wannabe actor, and they found a spot for him because his dad did some rituals back in the day.
And they showed that in the movie Iron Man 3. Whole time they put a face out there to be the terrorists, the whole face of terrorism. But guess what? It was some random ass dude.
It was an Edomite.
Yeah, it was Edomite. Some Edomite dude with a fake beard on. Just saying that, hey man, I'm not for real. I'm just an actor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bad guy. Yeah, the bad guy was an Edomite, but the guy that was playing him, he could have looked like an Edomite or a dirty Ishmaelite.
Yeah,
and they were just pumping him full of drugs and women, and then he would just get on the camera and and the CIA's right there with him.
Yep. And the whole time you had a fucking Edomite insider, right? Being the whole puppet master. You know?
Yeah. They show you that all the time. What was the one we watched? Olympus Has Fallen with
Yeah.
Jared Butler
Yep.
when they came at the White House. Who was in on it? Some Secretary of Defense Edomite in the White House. It's always Esau inside, man.
Yep.
2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Yep.
Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's right, man. All right. Esau is being consumed, just like how that big ass fish consumed Jonah. All right. Like Esau is being consumed spiritually, man. And that's why it says we cast down strongholds through Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai.
Right, because what does light do? It consumes the darkness.
Mhm.
You know, you're in a dark ass room, you hit the light switch, the light consumes it.
That's right.
We're the light out here, man.
That's right.
We're like the candles. You know?
And that's spiritual because, like, when the light's shining, the only place that darkness remains is where? In the shadows. So this is why what? This is the valley of the shadow of death, because light is shining. So light is being shined in this dark place, but what has made it a shadow of a valley of shadow of death, you know?
Right.
Because the Lord set up what? I brought prophets in Babylon, you know?
Right.
And when you go back to the NLT version of that verse you read, verse 8, it says, then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahweh Shai will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming.
Ooh, man.
With the breath of the spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're destroyed, he's destroyed in the spirit, man.
That's right.
All right? Esau is already defeated in spirit, man.
Yeah.
All right? The shit that you did, you ain't gonna be able to do that to us, man, this time. All right?
Right.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is gonna lift up a standard.
That's right. A great standard too. It's gonna be like 144 X-Men on here, man, and then some.
Right.
You know?
We have beautiful things coming for us, man.
That's
We have
right.
a kingdom, we have power, we have new bodies, we have a new covenant.
Mhm.
All right? We ain't looking forward to the shit. We're looking forward to new heavens and a new earth, man.
That's right.
This is Jeremiah 5:14. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, because ye speak this word,
Right. This gospel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai.
this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
Right. Devoured them.
Right, and that's why that nigga had to get up out of here.
Yeah. You saw him?
Which we knew that was gonna happen in
Yeah.
the spirit. Because what happens when the word gets brought out, you get cut.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Because men love darkness rather than light, man.
Right.
You know, and Esau right now, he's constantly watching us through his monitors. All right, and this word is constantly being pushed out, and he's getting cut to the damn spirit, man. All right, real quick, Hebrews 4:12.
Now we go to the spirit says the gates of the nobles.
Right.
And I could get it if you wanted to keep going because it says his mouth will consume them.
Yeah.
Or did we already read that?
Yeah, we read it.
Oh,
We
that's
get it, we
spirit.
get
So
it
I
again.
get,
It's all right, yeah.
Because it made me think of that. But I want to say, now we don't focus on average everyday Edomites, right? Just like we don't focus on average day Israelites.
Yeah.
We're looking for the elect of the elect.
Right.
The best of the best of the best.
Yep.
Right? Men in Black.
Yep.